folks, so welcome back to another Wise Game video. In today's video, we're going to be covering World of Warcraft. That's right, it's not just going to be about Classic WoW, and it's not just going to be about Retail Battle for Azeroth. So we're actually going to be looking at both games in today's video, because what I'm going to be covering is a handy macro and the way to shut off combat tooltips. So what do I mean by combat tooltips? You know, when you're out fighting something, and it either says all the time in red text, and then the voice dialogue also says it too, that you're either low on mana, you don't have enough rage, target too close, yada yada, so on and so forth. We're going to be looking at today how to shut off and disable these features. So why would we want to turn off these tooltips? Well, I think a lot of us by now know exactly what our tune's capabilities are, if they're low on mana, without these annoying tooltips. And especially if you're somebody like me who enjoys making videos covering World of Warcraft, the cleaner looking captures that I can make just puts out for a better quality video. And plus macros. Once we make macros, like in my case I like making a lot of macros, if I use a charge macro, it's always going to show up that the target is too close, which I do not always constantly need to be reminded of. So let's get started with disabling combat text and dialogue for World of Warcraft. So all that's left to do now is to actually get into a battle so we could check this out.
I need to get closer. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage.
So we could see right there that the voice kept continuously saying this, plus we saw it in the red text. Now when it comes to shutting off the voice dialogue, that's a very easy procedure. But when it comes to shutting off the red text, that is not within the game. So now, how do we get around this? Okay, to shut off the voice dialogue is very simple. All you have to do is just open up your interface, and then go to System, and then in here, you're going to go to Sound. Once you're in Sound, you're going to go down here to where it says Dialogue and Error Speech. All you have to do is uncheck the dialogue box. And that's going to gray out Error Speech also. Now let's get back into a battle. And this time, we should be seeing the red text, but we should not be hearing the dialogue. So we could see right there that it's saying target too close. That's because of my macro. And it's picking up my charge. And it's also saying that I don't have enough rage. And then right here, it's going to say, after this, that I do not have a target. I do not have a target because I'm keeping my attacks pressed, just for the sake of the video. So we took care of the dialogue speech, so we're not hearing the voice any longer. But now how do we get rid of the text? Okay, now if you look into your interface, you're not going to find any options that I know of, and I did a lot of research on this today, of where you could shut this off. It's just not in here. So if we just click around in here, or if we actually go to System, there is also no options of shutting off that text. So how do we get around this? There is add-ons that could do this for you, but the simplest way I found is a macro. All you have to do is you have to write a script. And I'm going to show you guys that script right now. So if we go down to where our macros are stored, and right here, you're going to see that I have this labeled Combat Tooltips, and there's the script right there. I will put it in text in the video so you guys could definitely see this, and just input this into your macro. Then what you want to do once you create and save the macro is you want to drag the icon now into a spot down in your bars. Now if we want to shut off the text from showing up now, we just simply click on that icon. And that should do it. Now let's get into a fight. Now we should be hearing no speech, and we should be seeing no text. And there we are. Nice and clean, no text, no speech. And that's the way you do it. And I just dinged. Now, say if you wanted to put these back on. All you have to simply do then is to go back to System, put the voice back on, just check Dialog, put that back on. And then when it comes to showing the text up again, this will not work for turning it back on. You will have to just simply put in /reload. So just by opening up that chat, I know you're not going to see it with my icon because I use that to cover my chats. And I'm just going to simply type in /reload. And we're going to reload the game. Now we are going to get into another battle, and now the error speech and the text should now show.
That ability isn't ready yet.
There's the text.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet.
And that's pretty much it, folks, when it comes to Classic WoW. Now let's take a look at Battle for Azeroth. Alrighty then, so here we are logged into Battle for Azeroth, if I even remember how to play this game. And it basically works the same that we've seen in Classic WoW to shut off these errors during combat, which I'm amazed at. I really thought that this game had more features, but if we look at the interface, we don't really see anything when it comes to floating combat text or anything along that nature. So if we go to combat, there's really nothing listed in here that we could use to shut off that text. And the voice basically works the same way. So you're going to go to System, you're going to go to Sound, and you're either going to turn on or off the dialogue. So for right now, we're going to keep everything defaulted. We're going to get into a few fights. Now, I don't get as many errors in Battle for Azeroth as I do on Classic WoW. I think a lot of it's got to do with the macro setups that I have, because as we know, Classic WoW and Battle for Azeroth is two totally different games, so the macros are going to be different when it comes to combat macros. So let's just charge into a bunch right here. And we're seeing target too close. Pop Blade Storm, dust these guys. And then I'm going to try to see if I can make this actually go off.
I don't have a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't.
So we could definitely see that the errors still work the same as in Classic. Now let's start disabling this. So again, we're going to use the same macro, the same script I showed you guys for Classic WoW and Battle for Azeroth. It's the same identical one. If you do want to use a different script, there is some on Google, and there's also add-ons for this too. So, first of all, we're going to go shut off the voice. So we're going to go to System again. We're going to deactivate Dialog. And then I have my macro right up here. We're going to just click on that once, and now we should be getting no errors to show up. As we could see. And that's basically it. So pretty much works the same way for both games. Now again, if you want to turn these all back on, you would have to do a /reload to make the text reappear, and then you would just have to simply go back down to System, turn on Dialog again, and then just hit OK. And now you should be getting those combat errors again to show up. Alright folks, and that's pretty much it. That's how you deal with these errors in combat for World of Warcraft. Thanks again for stopping by and watching Wise Gamer. Feel free to comment down below, sub up for more future videos, and until then, you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.